Hello, welcome to Train Sim World 5. Today, back to Devious Diesel timetable on West Somerset Railway. And this is Diesel at the Turntable. Take Diesel to the turntable and get him facing the right direction for heading back to Bishop's Lydiard. Unless Diesel has other ideas. Obviously he does. So, uncouple. Move forward. And yeah. I hit the buffers. I didn't mean to hit the buffers. Now we just have to wait for Thomas to come down to the turntable. Oh. Can't do anything while Thomas is on his way down. He's coming down to the turntable and I've got to go up to the head shunt. If I started going now, I'd end up hitting Thomas and that'd end the scenario. And I don't really want to hit Thomas. Just gotta wait for him to go past. And we can go up to the level crossing. Go into this view. There's the turntable. Right, we can start creeping back. As soon as Thomas is Hello, Thomas. Okay. Need to change that point. Wrong line. Has it changed? Yes, it has. Backwards we go. Oops, a bit quick. We should get there we go, got the signal. I'm going a bit too quick, but it's Diesel. Diesel doesn't care. Diesel speeds. I'll slow down for the junction. Especially this catch point, because don't want to come off. There we go. Go over the level crossing. Lights flashing, so that's okay. Thomas will be spinning round now. While we go to the point that we have to stop, which is just beyond the signal. is it? There we go. Ooh, a load of smoke. Diesel really needs his engine cleaned. Creep forward slightly so I can... There we go. And now we go and couple up to Annie and Clarabel. Slightly quick, leaving or going over the crossing, but as I said, it's Diesel. Diesel doesn't care. Diesel's devious. You have to stop up, couple up to, or buffer up to Annie and Clarabel nice and gently, otherwise we'll lose points. And then we head off to, I think it's Washford. I will do the 3-minute bit where Diesel goes and hides. Can't be Washford, it's got to be Willerton. It's a passing point that Diesel goes to. Then he has to come back and collect those wagons, which will be next week's video. Start slowing down. Thomas hasn't spun round yet. What? Why is it saying objective failure? I don't know why it said objective failure. I hadn't coupled up to Annie and Clarabel at all. And there we go. Gotta hop out. Coupled up. Doors open. Thomas should be spinning round by now. He's taking his time. We actually did that a bit early. I don't know what the objective failure was. See what it was meant to be. There's nothing there saying failure. It's all ticks. Weird. Really weird. Thomas still isn't turning round on the turntable. When I was doing that, I'd already got him spinning round. Weird. That person to get on. We're going as soon as we can. Why is that saying go via location turntable? How are we meant to go to the turntable? Let me just do something. It's player assist. Nope. HUD and gameplay. That one will do. Okay, so I just needed that because I was struggling to understand where Turntable was when Turntable is where Thomas currently is. So that was weird. I can turn that back off actually. Turn that on, that off. No, it didn't turn it off. Oh well. I wanted to have it off so I could see clearly without anything sticking up. Oh well. That should say level crossing, not turntable. Next signal's yellow. Over the level crossing. Next stop. Oh, I see. It's someone saying where they're meant to be going. Not actually the right instructions. Okay, so after that it will be Blue Anchor, Washford, Watchet, Williton. Okay. I'm still going to try and turn that off because it's really annoying having that on. Stop marker. No, I want that on. Objective marker. That's what I wanted off. There we go. That's better. I'm leaving stop marker on because it shows me where I need to stop. And I was struggling when I did that on Wednesday. Trying to keep diesel as close to 25 as possible. I don't mind not having the objective markers on, because they are a bit annoying. Having a big hand or what's the other thing that I do? 2 arrows. That can be a bit annoying, because it does actually take up quite a bit of the screen. This is a little bit more realistic. Can't be 100% realistic when you're driving Thomas the Tank Engine characters, but at least you don't get the big cartoon scenario markers or objective markers. Scenario markers are the bits on the platforms or in the yards where you can load into another scenario. And as this is not a scenario, then don't want them appearing. I'm going to have to slow down to 5 miles an hour. So I'll just let Diesel coast down to that. While he's got passengers on, he's not going to be speeding. He'll speed when he's light engine, but not when he's taking Annie and Clarabel. Miles an hour until we're in the station, and you can see the stop marker now. It's the green, yellow and red between the rails. That's not as noticeable as the big hand, and I can still use the bit up at the top right, which shows me the distance. This is Dunster. And we stop. Have to remember, doors are the other way around, because Diesel's facing towards Minehead still. We're early, so we've got a bit of a wait. Thomas should have got off the turntable by now. There's a few tourists riding the train. Tourists are the ones with the backpacks. Don't know why they're all getting in the one compartment. There's more than one compartment on Annie and Clarabel. Looks like they've realised that compartment is full. And now we've got a gaggle of passengers. What if I close that door? What will they do then? Will they go to the other bits? No, they'll walk this way. Oh well. You should use the other... Should have used the other doors, rather than all trying to get into the one compartment. I've still got 3/4 of a minute to go. It's a little bit tedious waiting with these, because you do have a long wait, because Thomas and Diesel work to time a lot better. They can get up to speed faster and all that lot. We'll only be going at a grand total of 10 miles an hour as we leave, so that might help. Won't even get up to that straight away. Take my time getting up to 10, but we're going at 10 because of the crossing that we have to go over. That's before we can get up to the 25. whistle for the crossing. Over the crossing at 9 miles an hour. And any second. Oh, we haven't even reached the 25-mile-an-hour board yet. There's the 25 mile an hour. Now we just wait for the whole train to get past it. Okay, the whole train doesn't get past it. Let's see. Blue Anchor. Less than a couple of miles. Mile and a half. I switched it to feet instead of yards, which is confusing me a bit. It's 3 feet in a yard. 1,762 feet in a mile. So that's over a mile with the yards count, with it counting down in feet. I might switch it back to yards because that is a little bit on the, oh, we're going a bit too quick, a little bit on the confusing side. Well, we're making up for the extended period of 10 miles an hour, I suppose. There we go, down at 25. Over there's the Bristol Channel. I'm going on this side because we'll be on this platform at Blue Anchor. I don't want to... Oh, wrong button. Keep forgetting which side to press when you're in reverse. Used to pressing the right hand bumper button, RT, rather than LT on the controller I'm using. We've got to go down to 15. Okay, Diesel, you can start slowing down. And my laptop froze for a second. You need to get down to 15, Diesel, because there's a level crossing at Blue Anchor, and it's also speed limits all the way through the station. Go 15. Try and stay at 15. That's a nice beach. Signal. Once this timetable is done, we will go on to the next one, which is only about 3 minutes, as Diesel goes and hides in a siding, so that Thomas can't find him. Once we get to Willerton. This is Blue Anchor. And stop. And it is that side. I have to consciously think about which doors to open. It's a bit more difficult. We've got a bit of a wait. It's until 12:12. At least looks like people are getting in more than one compartment this time. More people getting into that compartment. If I close the door, a lot of people will suddenly jump out. A little bit annoying, but I can't stop them getting in that door. And we've still got a minute and a half before we can go. You walking all this way up to get in this top door? Or are you just going to stand and look? Okay, you're not getting on. Okay. I am going to close the door. People are now just lining up for the next train. One thing I do know, next platform and the platform after is on this side. So I want to be on this side. Just have to remember the button to press for opening the doors is opposite to the one that I would normally expect. Because Diesel's facing the wrong way. You have to consciously remember that. And if I don't say it when I do it, I'm going to press the wrong button. And the wrong doors will open. As soon as we are past that home signal, we'll be able to accelerate. There we go. Nearly 25 miles an hour. Next stop is Washford. Which is about a mile away. this long straight we've got a left-hand bend, and then after that bend is Washford. This time Diesel's staying within the speed limit. Hopefully. I can't remember if we go downhill as much. Really difficult to remember things when you've not got the gradient profile on the heads-up display. You get that on any other loco running on this, apart from Thomas. Any real loco. Whereas Thomas and Diesel, you don't. But you still get the effects of the gradients. Personally, if I was writing the coding for Thomas and Diesel, I'd have it coded so that the gradients don't affect them. Mainly because you're using effectively analog control on and off. Whereas all the others are using more realistic, more like digital control in model railways, where you have more realistic simulation. Diesel and Thomas, it's more cartoon physics. Me talking about model railways, I hope you've seen my video on the making tracks layout at Chester Cathedral, which features the first time I've wanted to appear on a video and my first ever interview with anyone. I was incredibly nervous doing that video, because it's been a long time since I've been front of house, as it were, doing anything. Doing these voiceovers is a lot easier than appearing on camera. Yes, my video of Britannia, I appear when Britannia was heading back to Crewe the day before I went to Greatest Gathering. But that was because I didn't actually set up the one camera to be angled towards the rail. I've realised... oh, I've missed the whistle board. I've realised how to avoid having me appear in those videos. Oh, we're at Washford already. So any future real railway videos like that for loops through the town, one action cam will face northbound, one will face southbound, but not looking at the platform. Then there'll be my video camera, and while I am considering doing a behind the scenes video, that won't be this year. It'll be behind the scenes of when I'm filming and how editing's done. 'Cause not many people actually do videos showing editing. Yeah, I've got the right doors. As I said, not many people show videos of how editing's done and how long it actually takes. It can be incredibly frustrating, and it does take a long time. That'll be a video for either Christmas or sometime next year. Those two people are stuck. Must be someone else walking up the path that's interfering with their pathing. I'm going to head off. Next stop, watch it. Genuine question, how many people would be interested in a video showing behind the scenes stuff? How I set up the cameras for real railway videos. The editing side of things. Nowadays, how I'm creating thumbnails. Because I've decided I'm going to have thumbnails with text on for as many videos as I can. Make them a bit more noticeable. Rather than just screenshots of train sim or stills from my videos, real railway videos, mod railway videos, that sort of thing. I'm going to do, as I've done with Greatest Gathering, the Acura scale at making tracks video. And till now, the last three hitting the wrong button there. The last three train sim videos have had text on the screenshots for the thumbnail. Noticed looking at Google Analytics that more people have actually watched them with the text on. So I'm wondering, is that better? That was a hard bit of braking to get around that bend. I hope you're enjoying this little monologue of what I'm planning. It'd be nice to get some comments from people as to whether they think it's a good idea or not. Both the behind the scenes idea and me doing the text on the thumbnails. After all, the viewers are the reason the videos are uploaded. And if you're not enjoying the videos, then what's the point in me making them? Right. Got another slow speed bit, which lasts until we get to watch it. Also hope you're enjoying this video for the driving Diesel after having stolen Annie and Clarabel. Yes, I gave it away in the video title. But it was already known when I started doing the timetables for Thomas that Diesel was going to steal Annie and Clarabel. So having it as the title of the video is not a spoiler. I mean, I put the title for Wednesday's video, A Javelin to Failure. If you aren't aware of the nicknames or common names for some of the units, locos or trains on the railways, and you saw a picture of an electric unit and you go, what's that got to do with a javelin? It would be more interesting. Need to be on this side. But it's also quite a descriptive title, because on that video I'm driving a Class 395 or Javelin, and no, it is that side. I'm driving the Javelin and it does fail, so it is driving a Javelin to failure. And we stop and we open the doors. And someone's outside listening to music in their car as loud as they can, wrecking their hearing. Sometimes I wish I didn't live on one of the intermediate main roads in the town. I've got a pub virtually opposite me. Same with Chinese. Behind my kitchen is an Italian delicatessen. Then there's another 3 pubs round the square, which the alleyway to my flat leads off. So we get a lot of people. And as you can probably tell, a lot of them don't think about the people who live around here, and they play music as loud as they can thinking they'll entertain everyone in the pubs, not realising that technically it's against the highway code, because you shouldn't be able to hear music played in a car outside of it. That lot were overcrowding the thing, so I closed the door early. So the car go up the road instead of down the road. It's a one-way road as well, down to the main road through the town, and a lot of people go the wrong way. Happens all the time, unfortunately. Right. 25 seconds and we can go. I know what I haven't done. Why are you jumping in when the door's shut? I'll go in a second. I forgot to do that. I'll get there on time. Realised Diesel's still got his headlight on, and he shouldn't really have it on when he's running in reverse. Over the lane. His red light shows all the time. Typical. We can accelerate up to 25 briefly, because after a short straight we've got to drop down to 15 as we go past Honest but Halt. I do like watching the crank rods go round on class 0809. Will you stop it? Got to jump in there to look better. There's the Bristol Channel again. Or the Irish Sea. Not 100% sure with West Somerset. Need to look on Google Maps to be 100% sure. Past a few caravans. That'd be a nice place to stay. At least for me anyway, because I like trains. Okay, slow down to 15. Honest but Halt. We've got the low power overhead lines next to us, as well as a nice looking beach. There's Honest but Halt. Let's swap to this side so it can be down like this as we go through. here. Once we're past, we have to accelerate briefly. I got the acceleration time spot on there. And we are half a mile from Wilton, which is where this service ends. While the video won't end at that point, I will be going on to the next part of the timetable, which is just a 3-minute diesel uncoupling and going and hiding. Next signal is yellow and it's at the 10 mph point. We're going downhill. And just see Willerton. There's the village of Willerton as well on the horizon. I'm slowing down realistically this time. We have to be at 10 by the time we reach that signal, which is showing yellow on the signal display, green on the screen. 10 miles an hour. We'll be going into the left-hand line. Where Diesel leaves Annie and Clarabel. But all we have to do is stop here. We don't have to uncouple or anything, because that's where this service ends. See how well I did? Should be either a gold or a platinum medal. I can let Diesel start slowing down a bit now. A few railways do occasionally run. You're a bit daft. So are you. Straight in front of the engine, and oh, you got out of the way just in time. Wrong doors. I knew it'd happen. Just knew it'd happen. Once again, everyone's getting in the same compartment. Oh, there's a few getting in the back. That's better, they're getting into... They're spreading out this time. And that's this service finished. Teensy bit of speeding, but I don't get marked down for it, so I still get a platinum medal. Mine head down shunt. Stop accuracy 0 feet. Yeah, I went into the buffers. Level crossing, stop accuracy dead on. Dunster 14.4 feet. Blue Anchor 17 feet. Washford 10 feet. watch it 12.9 and then 9.5 at Williton. Okay. See if I can go to timetable. I like the option of going back to the timetable to be able to select the next part of the timetable run. It's a lot easier than going back out to the main menu and then coming back in. Right. Should also still be set on the correct day. Because I do try to pre-record my videos at least one day early. No, it's not. There we go. 3 minutes. It should stay on the same day and not change. But obviously it doesn't want to. As you can see, I'm recording it weekend early. Or early at the weekend because it's just easier for me. I'm back at work on Wednesday after nearly 7 weeks off. Advantage of working with school transport. And I want to try and get a few videos in the bag just in case I need to have a pause from recording. It does mean that any real railway things will be extra videos rather than taking the place of a train sim one. Okay, Diesel parking at Williton. Diesel has been told off for taking an arrow. I'll try and reread that. Diesel has been told off for taking Annie and Clarabel and receive them and will leave them for Thomas to collect. Help him park out of the way so Thomas can get through. Okay. Uncouple. There's Diesel. I've uncoupled. Thank you. Stop in 672 feet. Wrong way round. 627 feet. So a nice gentle crawl. I'm doing this in external view so that I can see what I'm doing better. Trying to drive from the cab when you're shunting is very difficult. Over the catch point. Got plenty of time before Thomas gets here anyway. Because he has to go by signals and it's a long section between Blue Anchor and Williton. Stop as close to the stop point as I can get. Like that. Wait for the points. Green. Fastest I can go is 15. I'm not going at 15 because I'm doing some shunting. Whistle for the level crossing, or honk for the level crossing. people, the pathing of the people on the footbridge is weird. I mean, they suddenly drop down or walk on the outside. That's weird. £500 feet, so it's up here. I know he goes into that siding to my left. So, where do I have to stop before that signal? Has the point changed? Yes. Signal's cleared. Wrong way. That's just a nice gentle 5-mile-an-hour crawl into the station. Or the siding. As I said, this is a really short bit, so it wouldn't have made a very good video. The longest bit is waiting for it to load. So we go into the head shunt for the goods shed line actually, and we stop in there. Right by the diesel fueling point. That's good. Willerton is the diesel depot for the railway. There we go. And that's done. Hope you've enjoyed that. With a little bit extra at the end. We didn't have to worry about stop accuracy or any coupling. Still get a platinum medal. So, thank you for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed it, especially me rambling about some of my plans. As my card says, both at the beginning and now at the end, please consider subscribing, liking the video and turning on notifications, because it does help. And until next time, be seeing you.